Hi vlog. Long time no chat. It's currently 1:15 p.m. There is so much to catch you up on, but I'm sure that past me, or rather future me, I'm not sure when this is coming out, has already posted videos about my month-long experiment, what it's been like for year 2 of Café con Leche, and the big thing. I got into the master's program at NYU Tisch. Woo! Musical theater writing. So I'm going to vlog the entire 2-year experience, old school style vlog, because I have to move alone to go to school. My husband has a job. He can't just leave. So I have to close out of this apartment and then get my ass to New York City. It's really exciting. I'm in a very privileged position to be able to go to this school and to have a really supportive partner and husband who is willing to, sacrifice 2 years and work alongside me so that I can have this, final master's degree and really be able to teach at the university level, which I really want, but also to be connected to the musical theater scene in New York. That's always what I've wanted, especially since going on this journey, and I feel like NYU will be that next step for me. So it's gonna be weekly vlogs. We're gonna try some stuff out. I don't know when this will come out. I'm trying not to dox myself since I'm going to a very pretty famous school. I don't want people knowing where I live, so we're gonna play this by ear. So anyway, let's talk about major dates. Today is June 8th, which means my stuff is getting picked up from the apartment on the 20th because I'm too old to not hire movers. And then on the 23rd, the rest of the luggage will be going over to my husband. He's abroad for work. One of my friends is taking care of Jack and my car for the next 2-ish years for school and helping me foster my little boy. So it's just this whole thing that's happening. And it's just a community affair to help me go to grad school. With those dates in mind, and I have to move out of the apartment on the 30th, but I'd like to move out sooner if I can. I have to clean my entire apartment. It's full of clutter, organize all the paperwork that I need to take with me because I'm not going to see any of this furniture for 2 years. I just don't have space in my little matchbox apartment in the city. I've already moved some stuff up, insert some clips here. It's going. And I'll do a tour of the apartment once I get in there, or rather of my room because I have roommates. It's gonna be a very lonely 2 years. I'm hoping to obviously make some friends and to have a life and do the best I can. But my husband is my best friend. We've been living together for 5 years. We've been together for over a decade, and it's hard to do things that are hard on your own, but I'm so honored that he's choosing to take a chance on my dream with me. Like, that's really nice. But I don't have time. I'm going to pick up the house and then I'll check in with you later. Ideally, I'd like to write a page today. I have 3 scenes due for John. They're not done yet because I want to finish writing Act 1 like in fully done by the end of this month. Revisions are very hard, okay? Writing a musical is very hard. Hi, it is currently 8:53. I did the best I could. Really did make a dent into this whole packing aspect. It's only the 8th, so I do have about 12 or so days before everything needs to be ready to go. It's gonna be packed, so I don't need to pack anything, but I do want to leave it organized because it's gonna be in storage for 2 years, and it's just like, if I need a document or I need a piece of clothing or I need a piece of gear or something, I need to account for it now because I will not be able to touch anything for 2 years. And I don't want to have to buy something if I already own it. And if I think even I have the slightest chance of using it, it's good enough for me to take. But now that it's 8:53, I've decided that I'm just going to watch something on TV, just leave it playing, and really tackle writing. I got to write 1 page today. I'm behind. I was supposed to send those scenes to John. I haven't done it. And you know what? Life happens. My husband is abroad now. I had to prepare for that, and that's way more important than writing a musical. You know, in trying to cope now, I'm just gonna keep myself busy. So I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna fill out my 5-year journal and then make a list of everything that I want to get done that sort of needs to get done, like for moving purposes, for Jack, all those categories. Anyway, I'll check in with you when I check in with you, probably tomorrow. We'll see. Boy, your girl is mentally tired.
Yes, you need something outside of cuddles. It's a little guy. It is currently 2:05 on Friday the 9th. I originally had my scenes due for John today, and I might still want to reach that goal. So that's the plan. I'm gonna write, might edit a video later, and it's really just a chill day. It's raining. Let me take you outside.
Isn't it? April showers bring May flowers, but it's raining now instead. It's interesting because literally 2 days ago, it was like freaking hazy. I'll insert some pictures here. I mean, it was like being in a California fire season, but in the East Coast. But the rain has been helping clear the air, which has been nice. Well, I'll check in with you later.
It is currently 3:46 p.m.
And I sent the first 5 scenes of CCL to be printed at the local library. It's going to be about $4.10 a page, single space. I cannot speak, but
we're currently in scene 5. Total number of pages right now is 44.
Your first act is usually 70 pages. So I have 30 pages to go in terms of length. But right now I know that I'm overwriting and I'm reaching a lot of like big things that I know I have to set up. And the big thing right now is social media. That is going to be Megan's in. She's going to have this fake account, which I've named Caffeinated in LA, which is her little blogging series. So I need to be really clear about the timeline, about Alejandra's desire to make her parents happy, and that's why she's so against changing the menu. Take it less from being a Chilean traditional thing and more about just showcasing her parents' favorite recipes and how much they love serving like a very classic menu. So I think that that's sort of what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be like a coffee hipster's traditional paradise. See, I'm writing this down. Let me flip you around so you can see.
Parents' recipes being really the big thing and less about it being Chilean, just because I think it's coming off as disparaging to my own culture. So I want to make sure that that's not what happens. And I've sort of mapped out what Megan's desire is.
All she wants to do is pay off her student loan so she can just go off grid and just travel, because that's what she wants to do. That is her big dream. She creates the Caffeinated in LA as a sock puppet account to try and steal recipes from other shops, because she doesn't care who she has to step over to get that $100,000 pumpkin spice payout. She will do whatever she can to get that money so that she can be free of the system. There's like 2 antagonists in my show. It's gonna be Rosa as antagonist number 1 and Megan as antagonist number 2. And they really are antagonists. I don't really think that any of them are villains. It's telling me to stand up, which is a good time because, as I said, I was sent my pages off to print. So I'm actually gonna go and pick up my print, staple it, and then just go through it along with the notes that John sent me and then my own personal notes, so I can go in there and really like make this book of the musical flow really strongly. Because what I'm finding is that I have too many notes as I'm going along in this rewrite process that I'm not putting into the script. And I'm like, oh, I'll just add it later, I'll add it later. But I'm literally almost done with writing act 1 of the 3-act structure in this musical, and I just don't have any time. I have 1 more scene left, which is the parent scene where they sing about their desire to go back home, and I have to have that set up before I can move into the next portion, because I feel like I have a lot of build and not a lot of release, and that needs to happen. So this first act has to be so solid because I only have about 3 or 4 more scenes left after Un Salmon, which is really good that I'm vlogging this because that was just off the top of my head. So I'm gonna watch this back and be like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do. And it's just like back to back to back to back. Yeah, let's go to the library. I've yet to figure out exactly where to put this in my car, but God, this is a horrible angle. We have 5 scenes printed. So we'll be going through these tonight, which will be super exciting. I gotta find a different way for you to maybe here. Ah! Anyway, I just emailed John about sending them on Sunday, and I have 2 out of the 3 scenes written. So he already read scenes 1 through 3, and now I'm gonna send scenes 4 through 6. But I'm also going to now parse through these scenes and implement the changes that he suggested, along with the changes that I know I want to be adding into this, a lot of which are going to be done by hand. So yay for dwindling that little pencil. All right, I'll check in with you in a bit. Hi gang, it is currently Saturday 10th, 11:25 p.m. and it's one of those days where I have exactly 35 minutes to write a page, so I could have written a page today. Honestly, I'm exhausted. I don't want to do this. So the first scene is 12 pages, as you can see there. And if I can get through 5 pages, I will count that as 1 page of work. If I can do more, great. If I don't, also fine. Just kidding. I gotta do 5 pages minimum. Right now, what I'm pulling up actually is the notes that John sent over. He annotated the script I sent over. So I'm gonna read those and then answer those questions in the text as I figure it out from there. First 5 pages, and then I'm just gonna chill in bed and go to sleep because I'm exhausted. Okay, it's 11:27. We have 30 minutes, 5 pages, annotated. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so I did 5 pages. Let me give you a little peek of what it looks like. Sometimes when you write, you're so confident, and then you go in and you just cut everything and streamline it so efficiently. It's like you know the story inside and out. Also helps seeing it super tactfully. I went through like the first part of the scene in scene 1, which was the opening number for Natalie, Michelle, and Alejandra, and you know, the customers walking in giving you like the vibe of the show up until when Joaquin and Rosa come in. I had originally written it in a completely different way, but after taking the notes from John, a lot of like the Rosa quips and remarks are going to be given to Alejandra because it gives her that point of view, right? She matches her mother's point of view, and it's her story arc to kind of embrace her own feelings. So now that that's really clear in my head, I'm able to just sort of cut through a lot of the fodder. I'm starting to see what's going to become dialogue, what's going to become verse, pre-chorus, chorus, just in the way that I've structured the scene out. And that's why I think writing the book is the most important aspect of writing a musical. Like I said, if you've been following me over on Instagram, over like the last month of May, or especially my Patreon, I'm in my Peter Stone era. And with that, I'm gonna go the fuck to bed because that was 5 pages. It's 11:50. I did my 1 page and I don't wanna do anymore. I'm tired. Not every day's a win. I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, the vlog. I will include this. It is currently 12:17, Monday 12th, but really we're doing this for June 11th. But it's one of those days where does what I did today count as a page? And to me, it does, even though I didn't physically write a page. I feel like I did a page's worth of work. So from the little bit you saw, I was on the phone with Amanda, and we were on the phone for 3 hours, and we talked about obviously like catching up as friends, but also like I consider them to be like one of the greatest soundboards. And if I'm having trouble with the musical or kind of what I'm working on, I always want to talk with them. She was so great, her and Gil, both in the room. And so I was like, hey, I'm really struggling with Café con Leche. Give me some of your thoughts and feedback. And so we ended up talking through the show. And then I read the last scene that I was in, which is scene 5. We ended up talking through the scene, the next scene, and being like, what makes them connect? What makes Megan click with Alejandra that would do that? And so we've reached it's surprise and connect. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how Megan surprises Alejandra. So I'm definitely gonna count this as my 1 page today. I know these last couple of days of this vlog have been like the weirdest ways to count days, but it's actually good for me. So it's like, okay, I'm meeting with a dramaturg, which is what Amanda was doing for me, and getting notes for an hour. That's a page, even if I don't write new material. I'm reading through 5 pages of this edit. That's 1 page worth of work. I'm writing a literal page. That's a page. I'm writing 16 lines of dialogue, right? Like that's a page. I think having all these different definitions not only is helpful, but it also allows me to have that sense of working on something every day, but also like not all the work that goes into writing is literally putting words on the page. So yeah, this will be developing on and on. And I know this is a really weird way to end the vlog, but yeah, see you next week with another writing vlog. It's so weird to be making these again, but I'm pretty ecstatic. So I'll see you next time with a new vlog. Adieu.